James Kaufman, World News Report today. Ladies and gentlemen, today in breaking news, we've had a 6.0 magnitude earthquake strike El Salvador. That's right, it was a fairly large earthquake. It was basically right below an active volcano. This 6.8 magnitude earthquake happened under Fuego volcano. It's a volcano fully erupting in El Salvador, also on a plate tectonic boundary. Very active area. Looking at some quick details, we see that the USGS was the main source, coming in at 6.0, a default depth there of 10 kilometers. We see the SGC coming up at a 6.0, a default depth of 10 kilometers. And Germany coming in at 5.8, also with a default depth of 10 kilometers. Jumping over from volcanoes and earthquakes.com to volcanodiscovery.com, we see that we had a very strong magnitude 6.0 earthquake, North Pacific Ocean. This completely amazes me that none of the energy has worked its way into the United States, really, or Canada, after all these years, basically. Taking a look at the shape map of this earthquake, we can see this happened really on that plate tectonic boundary where our Pacific plate is pushing under our North American plate here. So that was slightly offshore. Taking a look at our earthquake details, we've got the USGS as the primary source of data here, a 6.0 at a default depth of 10 kilometers, and just under one atomic bomb worth of energy was released with this 6.0 or 0.9 atomic bombs worth of energy were released. All right, comparing earthquake data from the different reporting agencies, starting out with the USGS. It was a 6.0 at a default depth, 10 kilometers. We have El Salvador coming in, the Columbia Geological Service, 6.0 at a default depth. We have Germany coming in at a 5.8, also at a default depth. We have Raspberry Shape coming in at a 5.8, also at a default depth. We have the French coming in at 5.32. Yes, always the smallest rating out of the French government. Next up, we have Nicaragua with a 6.0 default depth, 10 kilometers. The Australians coming in at a 6.0 as well, 69 kilometers in depth. They seem to have it all together. Then we have, let's see, the EMS, the European Mediterranean Seismological Center, the Europeans, coming in at 6.0, 10 kilometers of depth. Next, we have the Incorporated Research Institute for Seismology, also coming in at a 6.0 at a default depth of 10 kilometers. And finally, we have the Italians coming in at a 6.0 at 71 kilometers in depth. And there you have it, folks, a 6.0 magnitude earthquake in North America. Obviously, El Salvador is part of North America, as is all of Central America. Again, a 5 on the DYF, a 4 on the shake map, was slightly offshore. It was under an active volcano and on a plate tectonic boundary near the, well, what I thought was the North American and Pacific plate boundaries, but it actually looks like the Cocos and the Caribbean plate. So we did, in fact, mess that up just a little bit there. North American plate starts right here, and the Pacific plate runs up through this area here. With that said, God bless, guys. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.